What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. And if you're not, hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. I don't watch Basketball Wives. I have not watched Basketball Wives in many years. I used to watch the show. And, that show was one of the shows around the time also of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Is just kind of like you watched it and just kind of brainless entertainment, but the show has become something that is just like, even I just can't watch it anymore. It's just really ridiculous. But to be honest with you guys, one of the reasons why I just wanted to talk about this is I just wanted to ask the question because it's weird to me that the show continues on with executive producer Shaunie, formerly O'Neal, currently Henderson, who is now a preacher's wife. So she's gone from being a basketball wife, and even when she started that, she wasn't a basketball wife, she was a basketball ex-wife, to now a preacher's wife. And she's still doing this mess. I don't have a very high level of respect for Shaunie because the last time I watched the show was actually, the last time I intently, I should say, watched the show was the season prior to the season when OG, at the time when I was watching it, she was one of the newer housewives, was done terribly by the cast, more so Evelyn and Shaunie. I do believe that in a lot of ways, Shaunie deals in colorism, in my opinion. And OG, in the interview that she did, I believe that she did the interview with Carlos King maybe over a year ago on his YouTube channel. She called out a lot of things and she was really direct and to the point. And I believe even Tammy has exposed some things regarding Shaunie and that show that I just can't respect. And so my personal opinion about Shaunie and her now husband, Keion, and if you look up things about him and his past, he does not have a high level respect for me either. And I'm sure either one of them could care less about how much respect I have for them, right? I get it. But I'm just speaking about my opinions based on the things that I know about them and the things that I've seen that are real, that are true, that are accurate, that are factual, that I just can't get down with them. And to see that this woman who is now a preacher's wife is still doing a show called Basketball Wives that has a very negative connotation to it. And also now they've got a spinoff that's going to be coming out called Basketball Wives Orlando. And I remember I was watching something on TV with my husband. Actually, I think it was yesterday. And the commercial came on for this new franchise of Basketball Wives, which I think it's the city of Orlando. And I'm kind of quick-witted when it comes to me just having a conversation with someone and just back and forth banter versus when I'm doing commentary with you guys over here. I wouldn't say I'm that quick-witted and quick with it, but it just came to me and my husband just started laughing because when the commercial came on, I just out of my mouth just said basketball whores. He just started laughing. He just started laughing because I don't know if any of those women that were on that commercial are basketball wives. But anyway, it just came to me. I haven't heard anyone else say it, and maybe someone else has, and that's fine. But it just came to me, and he just burst out laughing. And I just said, yeah, I said, this is ridiculous. Because it was a commercial. I guess they're promoting and marketing this new season that's going to be coming out. But it's really weird to me because I previously did a conversation where I talked about Shaunie and Keion and this marriage and what is this all about. This is this guy's third marriage. Third. I played a little bit of an interview that he discussed after getting divorced from his last wife and how he wasn't interested in dating, but when someone told him about Shaunie, he was like, yeah, send me her number. You know, to me, this is very convenient. It's something that is for business. And I'm not saying their relationship is just business, but they're definitely doing a lot of things for business. His church is a business. I don't believe it is a calling. There are so many people out here now that have these churches and they want to say, oh yeah, I was called by God. Yeah, God may have called you, but it doesn't mean that God called you to be a preacher. It doesn't mean that God called you to have an actual church where you're making all of this money and you're not even really living a life that's upstanding and outstanding. You are with this woman and this helps you in your business, because not too long after they got married, she was doing a women's conference in the church. I just saw a clip. I'm going to put a link to it in the description box so you can check it out. I just saw a video of a conference that she went to at the Potter's House, which is T.D. Jakes' church. So it's something that his wife, Serita Jakes, was having. And it's just weird. I'm not saying that people can't change and people can't evolve. Absolutely, they should. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't. And I don't believe that she is above the mess of what Basketball Wives is. So to see this woman who is a preacher's wife now still doing Basketball Wives is weird to me. It's absolutely weird to me. And so recently they discussed this on Madame Noir. And it says, OG Basketball Wives Shaunie and Evelyn speak out on season 11 return. Fans are not impressed. It says, Basketball Wives fans are seemingly over the show's OGs. Instagram users share their opinions about the long-standing series and its cast underneath a post promoting the special Basketball Wives All-Star Moments hosted by Shaunie Henderson and Evelyn Lozada. The Instagram post featured quotes from both longtime cast members that seemingly rubbed the people on the net the wrong way. Shaunie, the executive producer on all the series franchises, who's also a pastor's wife, and I just put that in there, the article doesn't say that, said, quote, one of the purposes of the show was to highlight our bond and our sisterhood. That type of camaraderie or friendship was important to me. So I guess this is her trying to be the preacher's wife now, saying something like that, when we all know that the Basketball Wives show is far from that. And this article continues. Evelyn says, it feels really good to be back. I think the break was much needed. Girl, why are you still on this show? It's obviously she needs it, but it's just, she's not a wife. I don't think, has she ever been? Did she and Chad even get married? I think they actually did get married and the marriage didn't last very long. Anyway, Instagram users countered the woman's quotes about the show's quote sisterhood and that its return was positive. Several thought the statements were particularly rich coming from Shaunie and Evelyn, who've been both caught up in relatively recent cast conflicts. Someone says, what sisterhood? Someone else says, sisterhood? That's a joke. You and Evelyn bullied everyone. Another one says, this show needs to be canceled. There is no camaraderie here, and you are entertaining the stereotype of women of color to appease the entertainment of others. Another one says, bond and sisterhood my ass, laughing emoji. There is the mean girls, then the rest. Someone else says, we collectively feel this is bogus, Shaunie. Smirk emoji. Someone else says, you both were the ultimate mean girls. But yeah, guys, to see her still doing the show, someone made a comment said the show needs to be canceled. I agree. But listen, her net worth is allegedly $35 million. She's married to this preacher now. This is also helping to elevate his business. Not saying he didn't already have a following prior to, because he did. He has a large following. He has a large church. I'm still questioning his true motives for wanting to be with her. But it definitely does help his business because his church is a business. Okay? And the women, as you know, are the majority in these churches. A lot of the lifeline and the money line to these churches, way more women go to church than men. So for him to get married to Shaunie O'Neal, a lot of the women in the church, some of them may not have been for it, because some of them honestly probably wanted to be the next first lady, so to speak. But a lot of them are for it because people get caught up in the star power. They get caught up in the celebrity, the personalities that you've come to know over the years, and to feel like they will have now this closer connection with this woman. So any women's conference the church is going to have, these women are going to show up. They're showing up. They want access. They're going to give their money. They're going to buy the tickets to the conferences. They're going to buy the tickets to the events. They're going to buy the merch. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. All of it is money. And now she is back again, back again, doing Basketball Wives as a preacher's wife. It's really, to me, very weird. But I know for them it is about the money, and that is why they are doing it. But the true women of God, if you will, I wonder how they feel about this. I've heard that there are some women that left the church. I don't know if they left just because of him now being married to Shaunie, or did they leave after the divorce because they may have seen and heard some things with regards to how he treated his former wife, which was also the second wife. You know, there's just a lot that we could talk about when it comes to this, but I just find it weird and questionable that she's doing Basketball Wives, but then she's doing these women's conferences at these different churches, and she's connecting with Pastor Serita Jakes' wife, Serita, and doing all of these different women's conferences that she's done in these churches, and she's the first lady of a church. She's a preacher's wife, and now this is what's going on. It's weird. But just, again, sharing my thoughts, views, and opinions on it. You can let me know yours in the comment section below. But this is the world that we live in now. It's crazy. And I am not watching Basketball Wives. If you guys will be watching it, you can let me know your thoughts on it. But I'm not. I'm not watching that show. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.